Hey guys, Alex here with Serious Goose Games. Welcome back to our Unity Tactics RPG tutorial. In the last video, we added leveling to our project. Today we're going to add defense, as well as add some new stats to handle things like defense. So we're starting out in our unit stat script so that we can actually add our new stats. Right now we have speed, perception, endurance, and strength. We're going to add luck, and this is going to handle things like crits, just random chance, that kind of thing. And we're going to do a public float for intellect. That will handle like magical attacks, magical damage, that kind of thing. Then we'll have a public float for spirit. That's going to primarily govern like magical defense, whereas endurance will be physical defense. And then we'll have a public float for mastery. And this, I haven't quite decided on what I'm going to do with, but it's basically could influence things like how fast you gain experience, your ability to handle weaponry, that kind of thing. So it's just kind of a general purpose, like how good are you at the class that you are kind of stat. And now we need to update the constructor, which means we need to add all of the new stats. So we'll start out with new luck. Then we're going to have new intellect, new spirit, and new mastery. And those are all floats. And then we'll set them inside the constructor. So luck will be equal to new luck, intellect will be new intellect, spirit will be new spirit, and mastery will be new mastery. Now inside level up stats, we're going to do basically the same thing. So luck plus equals random.range, intellect, spirit, and mastery all plus equals random.range 0 through 10. So that'll be our unit stats. And if we go back to our unit, now we need to add our physical defense. So we're going to do a public float, physical defense. And now we have to go down and update our update stat values, because now we need to set our physical defense. So physical defense is going to be equal to mathf.round, round to int. And our physical defense is actually going to be a combination of two different stats. So we're going to have our stats.endurance times 0.02. So 2% of our endurance plus our stats.strength times 0.01f. So our physical defense is going to be 2% of our endurance plus 1% of our strength, which isn't a lot, but we do want our defense to be less than the average attack because we still want to be able to deal damage. We don't want to have a tank be so powerful that they just stop taking damage in general. While it can be satisfying, if every unit can do that, it's kind of a problem. So we want to keep this relatively low, and units with exceptionally high defense stats, so endurance or strength, will be able to achieve that versus squishier units. Now we need to go up to our attack function and factor in this defense. So underneath our attacks left, we want to create an int called damage to deal. And this is going to be equal to mathf.round, round to int. And inside here, we're going to do mathf.clamp. We're going to grab our attack damage minus the target.physical defense. The minimum is going to be 0. The maximum is going to be the target.max health. Now, in these places where we're using attack damage, we're actually going to replace that with damage to deal. After that, let's head up to start because we have a slight problem with our constructor here. Right now we're doing stats is equal to new unit stats. And what we need is to basically fill these in. And I think we added, 4 new stats? So we'll just copy and paste the random.range for now. So it's long, it's ridiculous, and it will be changed later. But for now, it fills in the stats we need it to fill in. So we can save and head back to Unity. Once you're back in Unity, go ahead and hit play. So not a whole lot has changed, but it does help the survivability of our units, if only slightly. So our units aren't going to die quite so quickly, despite one just dying now. That was less than ideal. And once we add classes, we can build some pretty decent tanks. And I think in the next video, we're going to spend some time adding UI elements to start conveying information to the player, like level ups and unit health. That way we don't have to watch the inspector for everything. It's also been a hot minute since we've added anything visual, which was kind of a goal I had for each video, but that hasn't happened lately. That's all for today though, so if you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe to help other devs find the series. And let me know in the comments, how would you prefer to do experience growth? I currently have it so our experience required to level increases by 1.5 times every level. Do you guys prefer that exponential growth, or do you prefer Fire Emblem style of a flat 100 experience to level? As always, thanks for watching. I'm Alex with Serious Goose Games, and I'll see you in the next one.